shalom. Shabbat, 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 shalom. Shabbat, shalom. Shabbat, shalom. Shabbat, 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 shalom. Shabbat, 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 shalom. Shabbat, 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 shalom. Shabbat, shalom. Shabbat, shalom. Shabbat, 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 shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bim, bim bam, yai da 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 da, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bim, bim bam. Shabbos.
Shabbos Cantor. Good Shabbos to everyone who's joining us for our Kabbalat Shabbat service here at Temple Shir Shalom. And whether you're joining us on YouTube or on Facebook, it's good to have you with us to bring in Shabbat and to celebrate a little bit together. Tonight's service will be a meditation style service, so we invite you to get comfortable. And you don't need to use the prayer book unless you want to, because we're not going to be going through all the different prayers as we normally would. But if you want to follow some of the prayers and be able to read or sing along with us, you can find those on Temple Shir Shalom's YouTube page under the resources section and pull up the Friday night service. And so as we would if we were in person, we take a moment to welcome each other and to say hello, to be able to celebrate. So if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, like a number of you I see already are, we can take a moment like Art Fishman and Paulette Coffrin and Janet Kelly and Maxwell Schwartz and the Ledger family and Terry Hollander and Max Roth and Michael Rosen and Lynn Goldberg, to be able to just say Shabbat Shalom and to welcome each other and wish each other Shabbat Shalom. So feel free to post something in the chat. Let us know that you're here, that you're watching, that you're a part of Shabbat services tonight, and get to know somebody else maybe that's part of our community as well. And as we do that, we sit back and listen to a moment of some strumming to set the mood, to set the tone with Cantor.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam brit olam b'ni uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et haaretz u'bayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam brit olam dorotam brit olam.
As we open up the Torah this week, we open to a Torah portion called Vayishlach. And in the portion we read of Jacob going to try to make amends with his brother Esau, who he hasn't seen in 20 years. The last time they saw each other, he had stolen the blessing from his father under disguise. And he doesn't know how Esau is going to receive him. So naturally, Jacob's a little bit worried about his life. And with one day left of traveling, Jacob goes to sleep. And we're told that as he was alone that night, he wrestled with a man. Most commentators understood that man to actually be an angel of God, because in the morning, after the angel had wrenched Jacob's hip and Jacob had pinned him down, the angel pleads with Jacob to let him go before dawn breaks. Jacob replies by then asking for a blessing. And the blessing that he receives is actually a new name, one that many of us are familiar with because we became the children of that name. The new name was Yisrael. So we became B'nai Yisrael, and Yisrael translates to the one who contended, who strove, or who wrestled with God. Earlier today, as Rabbi Moskowitz and I were talking about this Torah portion, he shared with me a teaching that I believe is helpful for us tonight. It was after that struggle that Jacob was really able to live his life. That following that night and that wrestling and waking up and getting that new name, Jacob was able to reconcile with his brother and himself. And the same can be true for us, the commentators taught. That there are struggles that we all have in our lives, challenges that we all must wrestle with. And that it is when we wrestle and that we're able to come out on the other side that we're able to fully appreciate what life has to offer, just as Jacob did. And so as we join together tonight, we take that moment to look within, to think about what are the challenges that we all face? What is it that we're wrestling with? And how can we be like Jacob and confront that challenge? These moments of Shabbat give us that opportunity to reflect, to put our lives in perspective. And we hope that they also will bring us a little more peace.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto Leolam, Leolam Va'ed. And thou shalt love Adonai your God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be upon thy heart, shall be upon thy heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and thou shalt speak of them when thou sittest in thy house, when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and when thou risest up, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be for frontlets between thine eyes, and thou shalt write them on the doorposts of thy house, and upon thy gates, upon thy gates, that ye may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
The next prayer that we join together are in the words of the Hashkivenu. And it was a prayer written thousands of years ago by the rabbis who believed that when we went to sleep at night, that our soul actually departed from our body and would return to God who gave it to us, and that tomorrow morning, God willing, we woke up to life renewed, refreshed, and that when we took that first breath in as we woke up, that our soul would actually be returned to us. And so for a moment, I invite you to close your eyes and to focus on your breathing. To breathe in, slowly inhaling through your nose, and to breathe out, exhaling through your mouth. Continue to focus on your breathing. Breathing in God's gift to us, breathing out our gift to the world. As you breathe in, think of all the goodness, all the things that make you unique, that make you special, the things that give you strength. And name them to yourself as you breathe in. Picture God implanting all those things with every breath that you take back within you. And as you breathe out, picture the challenges, the areas that you wrestle with. the growth areas, the things that you have to work on. Picture them exiting your body, all the negative things that are part of who you are. Hoping that with each breath in, only the goodness returns, the core of who you are. Breathe in and breathe out. This prayer, the Hashkivenu, asks that God watch over that soul tonight. God take care of us. That God help us tomorrow morning as we wake up with that first breath in to take in all those wonderful things that you are just thinking about. And that tonight, as we go to sleep, that God also watch over us. Help us fall asleep. Because sometimes when we lay there in bed, thoughts run through our mind. It's that first time that we really have our own moment of quiet. And our head might not be ready for that yet. And so we ask that God help us by giving us a peaceful night's sleep, by removing those challenges, whether they'll come back another day or not, but just to let us be at peace tonight, so that tomorrow morning we can wake up to life renewed, refreshed, and ready to live our mission.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Sukkot shlomecha, l'chaim u'shalom, me'ata v'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. U'shmor tzedkenu, u'vuenu l'chaim u'shalom, me'ata v'ad olam, me'ata v'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim.
In preparation for the Amidah, we take a moment for silent prayer because the rabbis realize that sometimes the prayers that we need to express our desires, our wants, our pleasures, our words of gratitude and thanks and appreciation, that those were written down for us. Those were the fixed prayers that we recite tonight. And other times, there were things that weighed on our mind, opportunities for us to ask for things or that we wanted to show our appreciation and to say thank you, and to have our own moment of private prayer and a conversation with God. And so they gave us these few moments to enter into that conversation and have that one-on-one time, to have a moment of silent prayer and silent meditation. Please pray silently.
Eternal God, open up my lips and my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, ve'Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, ve'Koneh HaKol, ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot ve'Imahot, ומביא גאולה לפני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Beyond our own private prayers, do we as a community take a moment to think of those friends and family who are in need of healing, who are in need of a refuah shlema? And so we join together, hoping that just as our words have given in Torah and community has given us strength, we hope that those in our community who need it are also finding that strength and on the way to that complete healing as well. As we say, Mishaberach Avotenu Abraham Yitzchak Yaakov, Ve'imotenu Sarah Rivka Leah V'Rachel, Hu Yivarech et Acholim. Merciful God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, send your blessings to our loved ones who are stricken with illness or anxiety. To Alyssa Ayudo, Eugene Blakeman, Jan Brody, Larry Burke, Grace Geraldine Carafelli, Karen Kasman, Linda Cunningham, Ezra Chaim Ben Devorah, Gary Fishman, Adele Gaba Band, Kathy Gilman, Paul Goldberg, Dr. Barbara Goldman, Sylvia Goldman, Sandy Gorash, Batia Batbeshia Panina, Charles Gross, Sherry Gutter, Hank Heiser, Rebecca Horn, Linda Chrysler Horowitz, Stuart Hike, Michael Ingber, Sarah Jacobson, Serafina Coffrin, Alyssa Coltino, Isabella Lazar, Marta Lazar, Henry Leopold, Emily Levin, Francisco Leyva, Angelo Liberati, Zoe Marcus, Beth Margolin, Daryl Marks, Joyce Meza, Leonard Meiji, Perry Moss, Lori Moss, Scott Miles, Kate Negron, Rabbi Robert Nosenchuk, Miriam Leah Batdanel Esther, Paul Rakosi, Barbie Joan Ryder, Jody Richmond, Alan Rosen, Mona Rosenbaum, the Saint Amand family, Bob Schwartz, Amy Selmanoff, Diane Silverstein, Suzanne Zalesnik Smith, Chaim Shmuel Ben Noach, Kochav Ben Noach, Bill Vigilius, Stuart Weston, and all those battling the coronavirus both at home and in the hospital, the 20,095 American troops who have been injured in Iraq and Afghanistan to date, as well as all the names in our hearts. May God grant them a refuah shlema, a complete healing of mind, of body, and of spirit. As together we sing.
May the source of strength who bless the
addition to our prayers of healing, we ask that God's partners in healing also be blessed. Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, our God and God of our ancestors. Bless all those who put themselves at risk to care for the sick, physicians and nurses and orderlies, technicians and home health aides, EMTs and pharmacists, hospital social workers, respiratory therapists, and mental health professionals. And bless those who continue to go above and beyond, those working daily in our grocery stores, those who drive medical supplies to our homes, those delivering necessities to our families, cooking meals for so many, everyone who puts the needs of others above their own, navigating the unfolding dangers of the world each day, tending to those they have sworn to help. Bless them in their coming home and bless them in their going out. Ease their fear, sustain them. Source of all breath, healer of all beings, protect them and restore their hope. Strengthen them that they may bring strength. Keep them in health that they may bring health. Help them know again a time when they can create breath without fear. Bless the sacred work of their hands, and may this plague pass from among us speedily and in our days. As together we say, Amen. We continue with our concluding prayers with the words of the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, בגורלנו ככל העולם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
O God, who heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds, give comfort to those who mourn. Give them courage and strength, compassion and kindness, and restore to them a sense of life's goodness. Give them the ability to accept the mystery of life and let them soon know peace. Help them endure that which no one can understand, and let us say, Amen. In this Shabbat, we think of those friends and family who have been taken from us in these most recent days, whose Shiva, Shloshim, and Shana we mark. Gloria Firestone, Irving Mendelson, Cheryl Lerman Strasburger, Patricia McCauley, Howard Leishman, Brad Beck, Martin Hollander, Charles Otto, Eli Roth, Jerry Aronoff, Shirley Robbins, Dolores Maringer, Robert Wallach, Myrna Clayman, Joan Cecil, Larry Loss, Mildred Rothman, Joel Bussell, Beverly Nussbaum, Beatrice Goldstone, Bradford Jacobs, Fanny Zuckerman, Otto Maringer, the 2,420 Americans in our armed forces lost in Afghanistan and the surrounding areas to date. And to their names, we add those whose yahrzeits we mark, those whose anniversary of passing we lovingly commemorate. Ethel Burke Abrams, Sam Abramson, Eddie Bacalar, Harold Barman, Louis Barnett, Anne Gertrude Jerry Barr, Selma Bachoff, June Kasman, Sophie Seresny, Jack Conroy, Marianne Davis, Leon Falk, Florence Feinstein, Irving Feldman, yet a fewer, Diane Fishman, Frida Fleisch, William Frank, David Freeman, Gail Klar Friedenreich, Sheldon Fridson, Farce David Garner, Max Gayer, Jim Morley Ginn, Wendy Goldman, Edward Joseph E.J. Grassi, Jeremy David Haberman, Helen Hauer, Lorraine Herman, Dr. Ralph Hins, Morris Hoffman, Ernest Hughes, William Jablonski, Martin Jacobs, Bill Jacobs, Harry Coltoneau, Gertrude Landau, Shirley Levine, Harold Merritt, Jeremy Money, Bernice Freeman Muckamal, Miriam Nelson, Buddy Newman, Eric Stephen Patty, Mata Paraplyachukov, Melvin Pohl Sr., Ralph Raskin, Pearl Rhinestone, Yvonne Callaghan Rogers, Sydney Rosenblatt, Joe Lynn Rosenstein, Grace Ross, Jeffrey Markroth, Barbara Saperstein, Patricia Schlaff, Robert Schwartz, Norman Schwedel, Louis Silverfarb, Phyllis Barr Sislin, Fred Sofer, Arlene Steinberg, Irving Steinberg, Edith Wasserman, Isidore Wasserman, Albert Weishaus, John Worsbicky, Julian Winston, along with all those in our hearts and those who have known no one to say Kaddish for them. Do we join together in the immortal words of the Mourner's Kaddish, thanking God for the gift of their life. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ve'almad yivrach churutei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayachon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'izman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabba mivarach le'olam omei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei d'kudusha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, huya say shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. With the source of peace and peace to all who mourn, comfort to all the bereaved among us here and everywhere, as together we say, amen.
Osei shalom b'mromav, Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. La 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 la.
Good Shabbos.
Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom, Kanzer. Shabbat Shalom, everybody who's watching and part of services tonight. Before we conclude with a tish, if anybody has questions, you can post those on the YouTube chat right now, and Brian will get those over to us, who's behind the scenes helping us out today. Thank you, Brian, for doing that tonight. Brian Fishman, our executive director. So if you have questions, you can put them in the YouTube chat, and he'll get them over to us. As we do that, a few quick announcements of different things that you might be interested in being a part of that's coming up. First, our schedule of services. Tomorrow morning, we have our Shabbat morning service at 10:30. That is right after our Tish, our Torah study, which is happening at 9:15 online. And if you'd like to be a part of the Torah study, that's going to be online on Zoom. So text one of us, email one of us, and we can get you the information so that you can log on and be a part of that as well. Our services at 10:30 are going to be on YouTube, and so you'll be able to join us just like you're watching right now, either on YouTube or on Facebook. Our Sunday morning minyan is also a Zoom service, and so if you want to be a part of that, let us know. We can send you the link so that you can register to be a part of that on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Other opportunities that are coming up this week, as always, Rabbi Moskowitz is going to be doing his Monday morning musings, New Realities, Ancient Wisdom. This week, I believe he is inviting in Judah Maccabee to be with him on Monday morning. You get to see who that might be and have a little bit of fun, but learn the story of Hanukkah and ancient traditions, but new rituals as well that will be a part of that discussion and conversation. Because on Thursday night, December 10th, we celebrate our first night of Hanukkah. And one of the special ways that we're going to be celebrating in the temple is we have a lot of different things that we're going to be doing. Every night at 7:30, you'll be able to log on just like you're doing right now on YouTube and our Facebook pages. And light your candles with us at home and be able to say the blessings as part of a community as we do that. And we'll have some special guests that are with us some of those evenings. And if you'd like to be one of those special guests, the 8th night of Hanukkah, we invite anybody from our congregation who wants to be a part of that to be with us that night and on Zoom and broadcasting as we light our Shabbat candles and kindle those, our Hanukkah candles. And so let us know and we can send you the Zoom login information so that you can be a part of that as well. On Tuesday night, we continue our monthly Hot Topics Contemporary Issues Through a Jewish Lens conversation in class. There's no charge for that class. It's at 8 o'clock on Tuesday night, and the topic is going to be the death penalty. And so we'll talk about that through a Jewish lens. On Wednesday night, we continue with a trivia night, our monthly trivia. That's at 8 o'clock also, and that is on Zoom. You can sign up to be a part of a team. You can sign up online to be a part of that as well. It's $18 per team, and there are some great prizes from local restaurants, gift certificates to restaurants to be able to support them and eat at them and taste something good and relieve yourself from cooking one night as you're doing that. Next Friday night is our Hanukkah Family Shabbat. That's going to be at 7:30, and we have some special guests from our youth group, our youth that are going to be helping us to lead the service, singing some things that Cantor has been working on with them and getting us ready from our youth choir and from even our preschool students are going to be a part of that. So it should be a wonderful evening and a great celebration. On Saturday evening, we have our Adventures in a Bag next week on the 12th, I believe that is. And so it's for 0 to 7-year-olds, a special program that we have to be able to celebrate. You can register for that online. And we also have our road rally that is going to be happening on Sunday, the 13th. Should be a fun 2-hour challenge that culminates in a Chanukiah lighting in our parking lot at Temple in a tailgate style service as we do that. So happy to share more. It's all on the Thursday blast as well. And so you can look there and find out some more information about any of those things too. As well as our adult Hebrew class. There's information about that that's going to be starting in the new year and be a part of that too. So it doesn't look like any questions have come in over Tish that have been sent our way. And so as we prepare to end this evening, we actually prepare by beginning with our Shabbat candles and joining in together, welcoming Shabbat as we kindle our Shabbat candles with Cantor.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We raise our Kiddush cups and thank God for the sweetness of Shabbat and these special moments together as well.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. L'chaim.
Chaim. And as we wish each other Shabbat Shalom, we conclude with the traditional words of the priestly benediction.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and may God protect you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'choneka.
May God shine upon you and may God shine through you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yisim lecha shalom.
May God lift you up, giving you strength, but most of all, may God bless you with peace. Together we all say, Amen.
V'yisim lecha shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Shabbat shalom.